Okay, you're on.
Okay, so again, we're gonna start from what we know as an unaffected area. So we know, because of this little inset here, we know that this is pretty much an unaffected area, and that the perimeter is the affected areas. We can tell it basically because of the fracture pattern and the lack of any fractures in this area. So there's still some component value here, but there's no component values around the perimeter. So we'll zero out here, and we'll take what's called a L360 calculation across the room. And that's a deflection rate of material over a span based on the properties and dimensions of the material. We know that there's no structural steel in this slab because of the way that it's fractured. So we know that it doesn't have very much of a give or much flexibility before fracture because it doesn't have that structural steel. So any little bit of movement on a structure like this will cause this type of fracturing. So again, as I said earlier, it looks like it's a terrible nightmare, but really it's not. This is a non-structural part, the part we stand on around the perimeter or the beams and in cross sections of the rooms or the beams. That's where it gets its structural integrity. So the key would be find out what these variances are around the perimeter and adjust the foundation in the areas where the variances are, and cure the heaving in the center and bring some of those cracks back into alignment. After that's completed, obviously going over it with a good polycrete overlay will solve any moisture problems that may come up through the slab later. So over here we're about an inch, a little over an inch low. Now over here in this area, because we expect to be some heaving from that movement, I expect it to be high here. And here we're about a ½ inch high, so that's an 1.5 inch variance from here. As this area is raised, this area will lower due to that heaving. Hopefully, that's what we're planning to do. So then we'll check all the other areas just to see, just to verify. We'll check the other areas just to verify that there is the subsidence is occurring around the perimeter, not in the center. And then here again, it shows that the subsidence is there. Here I expect to see a pretty true level to the unaffected area. And this is exactly zero from the point where we started. So far, everything is holding to account. Here we're down about an inch, 1.2 inches. And in this area, we should be pretty close to our 0 point. And again, here we are at 0. So it's all a perimeter issue. Unfortunately, the point where it gave is in the center because of that heaving and because there's no structural steel inside. But again, this is a non-structural part of the foundation.
So there's no, what do you call it? Beams going through the concrete.
There probably is.
I mean, this house was built in 1940, so. who
Yeah,
knows?
there could be, there may not be.
Yeah.
What's really important now is all the weight is resting around the perimeter.
Right.
There's really no weight in the center of this structure.
Mhm.
There's enough truss work up in this attic or
Mhm.
in this roof to transfer the weight to the perimeter. So, but that's also one of the reasons why the perimeter is settled.
Mm-hmm. What about load-bearing walls? If you were to open this thing up, I mean, what would you not want to mess with?
Anything that runs through the center.
Anything that runs
This direction.
Oh, so this wall right here.
Right. The reason being is this wall,
He's talking about this.
right across through here,
Yeah.
this wall,
Mhm.
is what's supporting everything that runs this way through the center.
This wall right here.
So yeah.
Okay, cool. But everything else could, not this wall, could be manipulated a little bit.
Yeah,
if
anything
you
that's
wanted.
close to the perimeter
Yeah.
can be removed. Yeah.
Okay.
But anything in the center, we
Yeah.
want to keep.
Or like this right here could go. This could.
Yeah, but not only to here though.
Okay, so just keep it in the center.
To this point right here.
Yeah.
All of this, yeah. There's nothing substantial there.
Okay.
It's all this direction.
Okay.
Yeah, over here we're back at 0, which is the same as that area there.
Yeah.
So again, the non-affected area It's all the perimeter.
Yeah.
And it's really a pretty easy fix. It's not as bad as it appears.
Yeah.
But there can be no expectation of the interior structure,
Yeah.
because obviously that's the area that failed.
Yeah.
The perimeter will realign all these. Once you do a perimeter, once you do install some piers around the perimeter, all of this will realign.
Mm-hmm.
But in order for it to function properly, it would have to be resealed.
Sealed. Yeah. Yeah.
Because there's no expectation of this structurally, the interior. It's just a non-structural aspect. It's probably
Yeah.
between 3 and 4 inches thick.
Yeah.
So it's just a basic slab, a non-structural slab.
Yeah.
Pretty easy fix.
Easy fix. Cool.
So what I'll do is I'll do all the calculations and I'll
Okay.
create the AutoCAD drawing,
Okay.
and I will send it to you by email
Yeah.
by
We're,
tomorrow.
we're done. Cool.
Yeah.
That's Greg with Duratech Foundations. Done a lot of jobs for me. So cool. All right.